Well, it's just incredibly humbling. I'm incredibly honored to be here at home and back at Southwest. When I got back 6 years ago, it never really dawned on me that I would ever be in this position, and it's just crazy how God works, and it's just incredible. It hadn't really fully sunk in yet, but it's just an honor, and I just can't wait to get to work.
All right, let's talk under Phil.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you were with Charlie this whole time, just kind of keeping this job in the family. Was that important to you at all?
Yeah, totally. So just the Southwest tradition, understanding that in this time of distractions and cell phones and technology and the NIL and the transfer portal, and there's no what is loyalty? Loyalty is dead, but people at Southwest are loyal, and that's just always been a pivotal role. And the fact that Southwest is a special place, and no matter what we've done, no matter where we've been, it's always going to be a special place. And just continue that tradition of excellence that was started, you know, when they built the school and the community came together and unified. And every coach since has always brought that back. And you know, with Charlie and Coach Dempsey and Coach Padgett, everybody has always kept this place moving in a positive direction.
Let's talk about Coach Padgett's influence on you. You were part of that state championship team. What do you kind of bring from Coach Padgett into your coaching style?
Well, just playing under Coach Padgett, it's just, you know, you just learn how to be tenacious. You just learn how to fight for everything. It didn't matter if you were the 160-pound guy that weren't ever going to play football again, or the blue chip that we've had come through every once in a while, and you just played with the tenacity that only Southwest had brought, and that 212 mentality. And so when I came back into coaching, that was just my style. I knew how to play, and so I transitioned that into how to coach. How do I teach these kids how I played? Well, I just taught them how to be disciplined, taught them how to be tough, taught them how to be tenacious, and that's what we're going to continue to build on and continue to do here.
You spent the last 6 years under Charlie. What Charlie kind of teach you, and what did he tell you now that you're taking over?
So the one thing that Charlie did great at is he was just great with the kids. He was a good role model. He always made sure these kids knew that their life after football was bigger, and that this was their home and they could always come back. So that's something I want to build on too. FCA has been a big thing here. It's been great for us, and that's something we're going to continue to build on. FCA camp, getting these kids to understand that football is not the goal of life. It is a lesson that helps you achieve your goals in life, and it's going to help us build them into leaders.
So now what do you bring that's different? It's been a few lean years here. What can you do to kind of reestablish this program in your own style?
Well, I'm a very energetic guy. I mean, I get on the phone, and my wife, you know, bought a treadmill for Christmas. She said, well, now you can talk on the phone and stay in one place. So, you know, I'm very energetic, and the kids feed off of that energy. I have a standard, and that's the standard. And you know, kids are different now in the sense that one size doesn't fit all. But every kid wants the same thing, and they want to be known that you love them and you care for them. And at the end of the day, we all want to do the same thing. We want to win, and we want to do it in a style that is, we want to be champions. We want to, every decision we make, everything we do in the classroom, everything we do on the practice field, everything we do in the weight room is with the goal in mind that come to fourth quarter, we want to be smiling and not wondering how we could have been different and why we're on the losing end of that scoreboard.
Talk about being 30 and a little bit younger than most people who get this opportunity. Does age matter for you at all in this deal?
I don't think it does, and I know that's an understandable quality that people look at first is, you know, how old is the guy and what's he done. But if you got the characteristics and you've got the ability and you've got the guys that surround you properly, I think that age isn't the thing. That should be the standard. You know, and our goal here is I've got a great staff with me. We're going to build a great staff, and we're going to go around and we're going to do the things that we've always done at Southwest, and it's going to be kid-centered.
You're a science teacher. Let's talk about that real quick.
Yes,
not the traditional PE teacher. Tell me about being a science teacher.
Well, I've taught science for the last 6-7 years, but the transition is probably sliding on down to the weight room, which is a passion of mine. I've lifted weights for my whole life, so it's going to be great. It's going to be great to get down there.
What do you love about the science field? Why did you get into that?
Well, I got a wildlife and biology degree, so I was going to be a game warden. And I worked for the federal government for a while, working with wildlife, and so I love being outside. I'm an avid hunter, avid fisher. When I'm not coaching football, I'm in the woods, or I'm in a field, or I'm in a swamp. So, you know, I told my wife, I said, well, your dreams come true. I'm probably not going to deer hunt as much anymore, but bad news, turkey season's, you know, I got a window, and duck season is after the state championship game, so we're probably moving more to a bird-oriented hunting field. So, you know, the deer might get a pass the next couple years, but I'm truly excited. I love science, but, you know, football is science, so it all ties together.